Hey, as you're working on things through life, I want you to focus on being intentional about what you're doing. Not just getting things done, checking things off a list like a checklist, a to-do list, being intentional on what you're doing. It's the difference between being busy and being deliberate. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. So, as you know, I'm working on putting out these videos. I record a video a day, publish that kind of thing. And what was happening is my publishing time kept on getting later and later because I wanted to get it done. What was happening is I was waiting until the end of the day when I had the most amount of control over my day, and then I was publishing. And what was happening is it was getting later and later, and I would be pushing record and hitting publish right before I went to sleep. And I think that was affecting, if not the quality of what I was doing, but the focus of what I was doing. I was more or less just trying to like get through it rather than learn from the process. And so what I did most recently was I pushed back the time because based on what was happening is I was actually recording on the same day, but I was recording so early in the day, it was like I was already into the next day. So like if you record, um, you could record at 10 p.m. and publish, or you could record at 12 a.m. and publish. It's on the same day. So what was happening, and I keep on going back over this, is I was recording early in the morning, like in the wee hours, just after midnight, and then I would hit record, publish, and then go to sleep. And what was happening is, can I say it again? What was happening? Um, what I realized is that I was starting to sacrifice sleep for getting it done. And the reality was, actually, I had more time to work on the product. If not work on it, just be more focused or intentional on what I was doing. So I decided to take a break, step back a bit, and wait for things to happen. And that's where we are now. I'm later in the day, I'm actually well rested and I'm focused on getting this video out to you, just to share a lesson in terms of like the difference between being busy, checking things off, and when you're checking things off, um, you're not really paying attention to what's happening. Like, okay, great, I got it done, and that's where I am, and what I was about was getting it done because getting it done is important. But if you're going to get it done, you might as well get something else out of it, which is learning. Being focused on what happens. So that's where we are right now. That's where we are today. I have taken a step back, recording a little bit later in the day, having energy, and checking this box off. So um, still checking the box off, still getting it done, but being focused on what I'm doing and bringing the energy necessary to the task that I'm doing. So if you've ever found yourself just running around, you're being busy, you're getting things done, but you feel like you're just not getting anything out of it. So like if you go to the gym, I mean, everything's going to relate back to going to the gym. You can go to the gym and you could go push some weights around and be done. So you go to the gym, you push some weights around, you're just doing some bicep curls or whatever, squats, whatever the case is. And you just focus on getting it done, not being intentional in what you're doing, where you slow it down, you breathe, you pay attention to how it feels. That is going to be the difference between taking the time and getting something out of it and taking the time and getting nothing out of it. Where you look back on it, why did I bother doing it? And I don't want that to be what happens for you. I want you to take the time to do the work, but also learn from the work as you go. And as you are intentional about what you're doing, you'll get more out of it. And so, excuse me. So rather than it just being a task or a chore, you're actually getting something out of the process. And that's one of the big keys to being successful. When I say being successful, I mean accomplishing a worthy goal. A big piece to being successful is just falling in love with the process, not necessarily the outcome, because the outcome you don't have control over. But what you do have control over is what you put into it. And it's like the old Energizer commercial. You only get out of it what you put into it. If you come to the task and you're present at what you're doing and you're present in the moment, you're taking a pause, you're breathing, and you're focused on what you're attempting to accomplish, you'll get more out of it. It'll be it'll feel more rewarding. It won't feel like you're just doing something. It'll feel like you're growing through something. So if you're in the process of doing something new, trying to get something out there, doing something different than you've always done, and it just feels like, hey, I'm doing it, but I'm not getting anything out of it. Slow down a bit. Think about what you're trying to accomplish. Be intentional with it. All right. Thanks.